Because back in my childhood, I read one simple story, which was, if you really want to go to the next level in your life, draw two lines.
Running around, gaining some ground, making a sound, how you like that? Yeah. Playing it cool, breaking the.
There's a lot to learn. I think the last year and a half during COVID has been the biggest learning curve for not just us as people in the market, but also companies. Companies have now learned that if they don't change, they will be changed. Companies
Yeah.
like Skype, who thought that if a day like this comes, we are going to be the king. We've seen like Zoom come in and completely overtake that opportunity for them. So without further ado, first tell us how are you doing? And guys, look, I want one thing to be an observation and an inspiration for all of you. We're talking about Adnan Bhai, who has given us time during a Sunday when he is now just starting off his weekend, and he has I can tell you with his other stories that I've seen, he has back to back another live stream and a couple of other meetings lined up. So he is busy. He is killing it. Yeah, not just during this entire thing. My biggest question for you has been I've seen that there are people that are doing really good in their business life, and there are people that are really doing it and killing it in their uh, I would say work life. How do you keep the balance between us? Because I've seen you play with your kids, I've seen you do your home chores, and you always have time to market those parts as well, because you're always giving your authentic self. You don't try and claim it like, look guys, I'm just living the life, or something like that. Because I think this is something that hit me hard a couple of years back when I got struck. I had a very dark period where I was surrounded by depression. I had to overcome that. Took but proper classes and coaching and consultancy to come out of it. How do you keep that balance, and how do you keep yourself away from a burnout?
That's a very good question, Saadi Bhai. Thank you so much for once again inviting me here. So let me just tell you one thing. I am somebody who always try to compete with my own self, because back in my childhood, I read one simple story, which was if you really want to go to the next level in your life, draw two lines. One is the line that people are consider them as people, with one line. This is their life. Now, don't compare your life with them. If you want to go to the next level, make sure you draw your line bigger than them. So that means you can go to the next level yourself. So this is the motivation, that I have every day. I try to find out, how productive my day was. So I have a normal routine that everybody has, which is, 9 to 5. So my audience can connect with me. Anybody who is a full-time job person who is 9 to 5, he can connect with me right there. Now, something extra that I do, I believe that 9 to 5 is what runs your kitchen, what runs your household with all the bills. After 5 o'clock, what exactly are you doing? That is making you go to the next level. That is where you have to build your empire. That is where, that's the most important part, from 5 o'clock until 12 o'clock at night, because at 12 o'clock, I go to sleep. So I have another 7 hours to make my empire. And in that 7 hours, I have to spend time with my family. I have to time with learning. I have the time to create content. So everything, all the masala and all that thing happens during that time period. So I have a good routine. I have trained myself, and this is what is being shown to the world as well.
Yeah.
Nothing is there that is as a flex. It's all reality, and everybody who is real out there can connect with me.
That is so good. That is so good. There's so much to take in that, in that entire, I would say, a segment that you've shared with us. If I take, just one example of, finding the balance and finding and managing your work between your 9 to 5, because I know a lot of people that will, stay late at work. They don't even realize when to turn that laptop flap off and just signing out on the right time. They are not taking their time management, I would say, they're not excelling at their time management capacities. And what do you do to make sure that you're hitting those targets? Because I'm very old school. I'm still keeping an old leather diary every year, 2021, 2022, page by page, first making a to-do list and then knocking them off one by one. how do you make sure that you're making the most out of your day?
So I have a calendar that I've set up that I follow wholeheartedly. So let me start with the weekend, not the Monday. On the
Mhm.
weekend itself, which is Saturday and Sunday, I make sure that I create content for the whole week, which is for my TikTok that I can repurpose on my Instagram as well as YouTube Reels. So my whole week is covered. I don't have to worry about my content creation for the whole week because I've already given at least 3 to 4 hours on a Saturday or Sunday. That is my routine for the weekend.
Yeah.
Now this part is done. Now second thing that I'm doing is doing all my research on Patreon where I'm sharing all my crypto picks. That information is done during the week itself because crypto market is hot during the week. It's not very hot during the weekend. So
Okay.
that is another thing that I do throughout the week. So mostly my crypto of the week is done either on Tuesday or Wednesday. So that's one of the timetable that I've set. Now my 9 to 5 job, which is Monday to Friday, I make sure that I kill it there. I do not want to take my job for granted. It's not that my side hustle is making me more money so that I will not take my job as if it's something important. I take it as an important factor in my life because my job makes me learn the new skills that you cannot learn anywhere else. Like if you're a full-time content creator, you are just creating content, you're not learning anything. But when you're at your job, you are getting all those complexities, the business problems, and you're finding the solutions by looking out there in the market, learning about the new tools every day. So let me just give you one example. I'm a data science person, okay? So every day there's some new tool coming up. Now there's another tool coming up that is going to automate all your processes, which is Alteryx. Now in Alteryx, you can get the data from SQL, you can manipulate the data, you can integrate Excel component in it. You can also visualize the data. So all that thing that you're doing it manually, now it can be done in Alteryx. So this is the main reason for me to do the job because my hustling for learning never stops there. And after 5 o'clock, I make sure to spend at least 2 hours with my family. With my kid, he's 6 years old, he's growing. So I make sure to spend some time with him, spend time with the family as well, go to the gym. And when I come back, I make sure I'm doing my side hustle.
Amazing, amazing.